Hello, I'm Ding from Ding's Workshop. Today I'd like to share with you a super simple way to hide your dashcam's wire on your Ford F-150. Here you can see the dashcam I just installed. There is virtually no visible wire. The most common way I saw people do is to route from the ceiling gap, then route from the side, inside of the A-pillar cover, going underneath the glove box, and then get power from a USB port or a cigarette lighter port in the middle. On my F-150, I have two USB ports right here, which could make the installation easy. However, if I plug in the cable here, I will not be able to close this lid. I wanted a cleaner look, so I decided to route my wire to the cigarette lighter port inside of the middle console box. First step is to decide where to put the dashcam. I personally prefer to have no impact to my visibility. Therefore, I decided to put my dashcam in front of the rear view mirror. From my angle, it is barely noticeable. Right behind my rear view mirror, there is a cable organizer, which can be easily opened up with a prier. You can also use Velcro or zip tie here. Then I noticed the plastic cover on top is just held down by clips. I can easily open up a gap. This is a good place to start hiding the wire. I then start tucking the wire between the windshield and the ceiling. Here is where it becomes interesting. At first, I was just going to tuck the wire inside of the A-pillar cover. And then a friend told me this could be problematic. In the case of the A-pillar airbag becomes deployed, during that explosion, if there is a wire in front of the airbag, the wire itself and whatever it is connected to, it's gonna fly right into the passenger, which is something you really do not want to experience. Therefore, I had to remove the A-pillar plastic cover to ensure my wire goes behind the airbag. Whenever you are hiding the wire around airbags, it is always a good idea to open up the cover in order to understand the location of your airbag and make sure your wire is not going to interfere with the deployment. This white cloth material here is the airbag. Again, if a wire is going in front of it, it will be a safety hazard. Also, for this particular vehicle, the airbag goes up the ceiling. Therefore, the wire should not go up, which might cause an interference. As we can see, the other wires are organized right behind the airbag. Therefore, my dashcam wire can be hidden in the same way using the same cable organizers. Here's how the wire is routed, going from the ceiling gap, coming onto the side, secured with the other wires behind the A-pillar airbag. Then coming out from the corner and hidden inside of the door seal. Now mine is a 13th generation 2020 F-150, but I'm pretty sure the same method is applicable to the new 14th generation F-150s out there. From the door seal, just go all the way to the bottom. I noticed this plastic piece can be removed without any tool. Routing the wire through this opening. Here, I'm securing the wire underneath the plastic that covers the bolts securing the passenger seat. And then I've reached the length of my USB cable. So I found an extension and continued to route it. By the way, if you are curious, an 18-foot USB cable should be sufficient for this style of routing. Here, I did some minor disassembly. The cup holders can be removed without tools. Just pull upward and it should come off. The cup holder piece is just secured by 4 plastic clips, easily removable. Then here are 2 screws. Remove them to disassemble this cover piece, which is again held by several plastic clips. Just pull and it should come off. Very easy. This wire will go inside here and then route to the middle console box. From the rear seat, the cable looks like this. Majority of the cable is covered by the floor mat, hardly noticeable. This is what the cable looks like inside of the middle console. Routed from the side, passes through the vent, goes into the gap, and then into the cigarette lighter port. And that's pretty much it. Just install everything back together. And let's take another look. Very clean appeal and very simple installation.